5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's good, Council of Comics? Welcome to another episode of Comic Book Pickups. This is episode number 30. Shout out to Carter's Comics and Collectibles out in Walden. That's where we stopped at this week. Good peoples out there, but I don't want to trigger people, but
the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
all right. What's good, Council of Comics? We're in Comic Book Pickups episode number 30. Shout out to Carter's Comics and Collectibles out in Walden. Good peoples out there. They just started up. I actually showed up on the first day that they were open. Knew about the shop because the shop's owner's son had heard me talking about, I don't know if that's how you say it, right? Heard me talking about comic books and said that his father was opening a shop, and then after a couple weeks come by, I check it out, I go in, and listen, it's a great spot out in Walden. This area doesn't really have a lot of comic book shops, so the nearest comic book shop to them is like an hour and a half away or so. So only got one maybe 30 minutes away in Middletown, but they're about 2 hours, an hour and a half away from my comic shop. But nice little thing. I always like to go in and check out what they got. All right, so enough talk. Remember to like and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button below, and remember to check us out Sunday 5 p.m. Film Box Office News, and Monday at 8 p.m. for new keys and hot comics of the week and great giveaways. All right, so I got 23 books and I paid $60 for them. So at the end of the video, we'll give you the numbers. Let's just get through them. All right, so right here we have Ghost Rider number 24 from Marvel Comics. This book came out in 1992. I gotta look over here at the thing. Paid $1 for this. It's only about a $3 book. This is a text cover. He was great for Ghost Rider. He also did the Max for Independent for Image. But this was a Ghost Rider that I did not have, so that's very nice. Very nice. Next up, he had some new issues too, and he was just giving them for cover price what was in the bins. And I got the Dr. Aphra 36 variant Ahsoka Tano that I wanted. So I'm very happy about that. It's only a $5 book right now, but it's part of the whole Clone Wars 15th anniversary. So I'm glad that I got that for cover price. Very nice. I'm a big Ahsoka Tano fan. Very big. X-Men number 24. I just always liked this cover with Rogue and Gambit. Rogue and Gambit are like the mutant couple. They started out rough because Rogue didn't want to touch Gambit. She didn't want to hurt him, but he was always like real macho and said, I can take it just for you, love. And they grew and they got married. They're married now in the comics, which is great. But this was a classic Andy Kubert cover. Paid $1 for it. It's worth about $5. It's a great cover. Rogue and Gambit. Hopefully we can see a blossoming of this on X-Men the Animated Series. As far as the MCU, who knows? Hit Girl issue number 1. I believe this is the black and white. I don't think this is the first volume, but this is a $5 book. I paid $4 for it because I wanted it. So gave it to me for cover price, which is $4. And I like Hit Girl a lot. I like Mark Millar, and I like collecting those early issues. Next up, The Punisher War Journal, guest starring Daredevil. This is issue number 3. It's also a newsstand, as we see, and it's also a Jim Lee cover. Jim Lee drew The Punisher War Journal early in its beginning run. So if you want to get some classic Jim Lee art, go get The Punisher War Journal. This one's guest starring Daredevil. This is a $5 book. Came out in 1989. Look at that. That's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about. Death Blow number 1. This is also a Jim Lee book. There's a lot of variants out there. This is just the $5 one, but there is a variant of this out there that's worth a lot of money, and it's a very, very rare book. Look it up if you're going to Cover Price. They'll let you know which one it is, but this is just a $5 one, and just Jim Lee art. This is very different Jim Lee art. Let's take a look at it. I want to show you how different this is. It's not like your regular Jim Lee art. So stuff like that. You see very like I took this and went into Batman with it. Still dope though. See, very artsy Jim Lee. Very different Jim Lee. But Jim Lee is still one of the greatest ever. Look at that. That's a very Batman-ish right there. But if you like this, you like Jim Lee art in this tone of Batman like Hush, pick this up. A little splash page. It's very dope. Yeah. So pick that up. Next up, Deadpool Illustrated number 4. I have 1 through 3. So I'm happy that I finally got to get number 4. I got the set now. I paid $3 for this. This is a $7 book. You know, with all the Deadpool stuff that's going on, you never know what's going to be in that movie or what storyline. So you just want to grab good stuff. This is Deadpool invading the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Very dope. Next up, Captain America number 351. It's also a newsstand. You know how we love those newsstands. Just grab this. I think this was a $1 book. It's about $7 in good condition. Little Nick Fury cap action. And that's what it's all about. That's great stuff right there. Next up, Conan number 194. Back in the days when they were $1. Look at that. Remember when they were $1? Oh my god, so good. 194. I love Conan. I find myself buying more and more of the Marvel Conan. Pretty dope. This is a $7 book. I ended up paying $1 for it. Very nice. Next up, Wolverine number 28, The Lazarus Project Part 2. This is a Wolverine Volume 1. They were on sale twice a month during the summer. This was also a $1 book. It's worth $7. It's a great Wolverine cover right there. This is from 1990. 1990, my friend. Next up, all right, this book right here. This is the second appearance of Deadpool. The second appearance of Deadpool. I got it for $1. It was in the dollar bin. It's got a little dink right there. But this is still like a $7 book with that dink. This is the second appearance of Deadpool. Deadpool. We know that second appearances are great things. Now, granted, they say there's like 1 million of these out there. But 1 million of these in great condition, just snatch them up, man. It's just worth it to have the second appearance of any character, let alone Deadpool. So, very nice pick there. The Incredible Hulk number 372. I also paid $1 for. This is a key book right here. This is a key book along with the next book. This is within that storyline where the Green Hulk and the Gray Hulk are kind of fighting in Banner's mind. And they really explore that with Dale Keown art, which is amazing. Paid $1 for this. This is a $7 book. Very, very nice. And especially this issue number 376. The classic cover of the Green Hulk and the Gray Hulk battling it out. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Look at that. Now look at that. Ha! That's what it's all about. Dope book right there. Hulk by Dale Keown was my Hulk. Sensational She-Hulk number 13. This is a $10 book. The early issues of Sensational She-Hulk and the later issues are very, very, they have some weight to them. Let's put it that way. This is drawn by John Byrne. Very nice. Look at that. It's dope. Come on. That alone right there. Dope. All right. X-Men number 1. About 8 million of these out there. And surprisingly, they are worth some money. Let's zoom in a little bit. So this is the C cover for X-Men number 1. There were 4 covers that connected, A through D. This is the C cover with Wolverine and Cyclops and Iceman. This is a $10 book. Yeah, I know. The big one is, I think I also have the other one in here. I'll show you when it comes up. I'm doing these in order of value. But this is the biggest selling comic book in history, drawn by Jim Lee, written by Chris Claremont, inks by Scott Williams. Look at that Iceman. Come on. Very, very dope. Very, very dope. It's a mutant milestone. Next up, The Amazing Spider-Man number 1, Renew Your Vows. This is the first appearance of Anna Mae Parker. Now, in the new Ultimate Spider-Man book, Peter Parker is married to Mary Jane. They have 2 kids. One of them is named May, or Anna, something like that. And I believe this is the first appearance of her, even though it's an alternate universe. This is a $10 book. I paid $4 for this. $4. Very, very dope. Nice little key issue right there. We'll see where that goes. Next up, The Boys number 1. This is the second print, you want to say, because the first print wasn't done under Dynamite. Then when Dynamite got a hold of it, they did their first printing. So this is about a $10 book. So you can maybe consider this a second print. I didn't have any of The Boys, so I'm real happy to have gotten this. I paid $6 for this. It's a $10 book. Very nice. Look at the crew right there. Look at them. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 374, Venom Attacks. This is a newsstand book. Okay, point out that newsstand. Mark Bagley art. Mark Bagley came on after Todd McFarlane and Eric Larson and filled the shoes tremendously. Mark Bagley would go on to actually draw Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, which was a huge success. This book came out in 1993. It's about a $12 book. I paid $4 for it. Very nice. Very nice. Next up, one of my faves, Deadpool 33, the Jim Lee cover. I believe this was like a card on the Marvel cards, but they put it on as a cover. This is a $12 variant. Very, very dope. As y'all know, Jim Lee, my favorite artist. Look at that Deadpool. Amazing. Makes you want to get it slabbed. All these books are in great condition, by the way. I don't think if I mentioned that, but they're all in great condition. Also had a Avengers Twilight number 1. Let me just fix this a little bit, guys. Also had Avengers Twilight number 1. Gave it to me for cover price. This is about a $20 book. Very, very dope. Yeah, this is a newer book that's been exploding. Oh, it's $15. Sorry, it's about a $15 book. And people have been loving it. I missed issue number 2, like a dummy, but I do have 2 of these, so that's very nice. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 55. I also got this for $4 for cover price. This is a $15 book. This is one of the first Gleasons. You know, Gleason with his covers, his little stringy covers. So pretty dope that I got this. Thinking about putting it in a giveaway, but we'll see, because I already have one of these. But Gleason made a lot of dope covers like this. There's about 3 or 4 prints of this in different color, but this is the first print. Very, very dope. Real hot when it came out. Real hot. Settled around the $15 mark. Death of Superman polybagged. It's about a $15 book. That polybag is beat to dirt, so I'll probably drop that down to like a $5 book. Polybag sealed though. But this is the Death of Superman, and I won't pull it away because the next one's gonna make everybody either scream for joy or cringe within their soul. But Death of Superman, big moment in DC Comics. Wasn't taken too well. The story afterward was not really written well, but this was a big moment. Superman did indeed die. All right, so next up, this book coming up, controversial. You saw it in the intro of the video. Secret Wars #5. I paid $10 for this book. It's a $30 book. I told the guys, I know you can get more for this. And he's like, you know what? You can have it for $10. And I took it. Would I have bought it if he had it for $30? Probably not. Probably not. But I was able to get a good deal at $10. So I purchased it, and now I have a Secret Wars #5. People are saying, well, it doesn't mean anything. I want to argue that, because they don't just put Easter eggs in trailers for nonsensical reasons. They put it there because I believe the story of this issue is how Doom became God Emperor Doom. And I want to read this again, and I want to find out, are there any little parts that maybe Marvel's going to take from this, because it is rumored that Dr. Doom will be the main baddie for all this stuff. It's not confirmed. I don't have sources, but that's what the word that's been going around. And I'm happy to have this in my collection. I'm sorry it makes some of you cringe. Listen, if you can get $50 for this book, get $50 for this book. Pay your bills. You're not hurting the community. You're not taking advantage of people. They're grown people. The people that I know that buy comic books are grown people. We wish that kids would go and buy more, and I'm sure there's some out there, but the circles that we all hang around, kids are rare. They're either with their parents. You don't really see them alone. But you're taking advantage of what? Of grown people that want to have this book. And if they're willing to pay you $50 for it, man, go get it. And don't listen to these people who are trying to get you to not do it, not go searching for it in the dollar bin. Because if you can find it, that's a $50 flip. That's amazing right there. So don't listen to those people. Go out there and do what's best for you. And if you don't want to have nothing to do with this book, then don't have nothing to do with this book, and let people go about their hunting and go about their ways. All right, so 23 books. I paid $60 for them. They are worth $219, which leads me, and I didn't write the profit thing on there again. All right, that leaves me with $159. Is that right? Is that right? Yes, $159. I'm sure you're gonna leave it in the comments below if it's not right, but it's $159 profit. Like I say, we always go, if we go over 100, we're good money. So I'm good money. Shout out to Carter's Comics and Collectibles. Great people out there in Walden. Go check them out. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember, we are live Sunday at 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific for film and box office news, where we go over all the news and all the film stuff for the week, and also go over our movie of the week at the end. And then on Monday nights at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, we do New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week live, where we go over all the new books that are coming out. We go over all the hot books out there. We can have some conversation. We have guests, and it's a great time. Plus, we do giveaways, which every week you have a chance to earn a duck that can be entered into the end of the month giveaway, where you can win fabulous prizes. People have made unboxings and shown that, we try to hook you guys up, man. We're not in this for nothing more than to just interact with the community and, have something nice going on. So we like to give to the giveaways, and we add on to them every week. So tune in. And remember to check out New Comic Book Day. It's our weekly variety show. It's the world's greatest comic book show, where we have skits and conversations, and we show our new books and so much more. All right. So for myself and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes?